You keep thinking success is supposed to feel different by now. Like one morning you'd wake up confident, clear, certain. But instead, you wake up tired, scrolling, comparing your life to people who somehow look miles ahead. And here's the uncomfortable truth nobody says out loud. Success doesn't look inspiring in the beginning. It looks confusing, lonely, and honestly, kind of pathetic from the outside. You're not failing because nothing is happening. You're failing because you expected progress to look impressive before it actually works. And right now, you might be standing in the exact phase where success is quietly being built. But you're thinking about quitting. You feel behind, not a little behind, like life started without you. Friends getting promotions, people your age buying homes, someone you went to school with suddenly making it online. And you sit there wondering, what am I doing wrong? You're trying, but it doesn't feel like enough. You start things, you lose momentum. You promise yourself tomorrow will be different. Then tomorrow looks suspiciously like yesterday. And the worst part? You're not lazy. You care too much to be lazy. That's why it hurts. Because deep down you know you're capable of more. But your reality doesn't match your potential yet. So you blame yourself. Quietly. Constantly. You smile around people, but inside you're calculating timelines, wondering if you already missed yours. Here's why you feel stuck. Not because you lack talent. Not because opportunities disappeared. But because modern life makes comfort look productive. You consume motivation instead of living it. You plan instead of executing. You wait to feel ready instead of starting messy. Distraction today doesn't look like wasting time. It looks like research, optimization, preparation. You tell yourself you're figuring things out, but weeks turn into months and nothing changes. Because progress is uncomfortable, and your brain is built to avoid discomfort. So, it negotiates. Start tomorrow. Wait until you're more confident. Do it when life calms down. And slowly, avoidance disguises itself as patience. You're not stuck because life blocked you. You're stuck because comfort quietly convinced you to pause your own growth. There's a story most people never see. A guy, not special, not gifted, just tired of feeling average. Every night after work, he sits at a small desk, not aesthetic, not inspiring, just a cheap lamp, a laptop, and silence. He starts working on something nobody believes in yet. The first week feels exciting. The second week feels harder. By month 2, doubt moves in. No results, no audience, no validation. Friends stop asking about it. Family assumes it's a phase. And one night he almost quits. Not dramatically, just quietly. He closes the laptop and thinks, maybe this just isn't for me. Because effort without evidence feels unbearable. But something small happens. Not motivation, not confidence, just a decision. Do it again tomorrow. So he does. And the days become repetitive. Wake up, work, improve 1%, repeat. No breakthroughs, just invisible progress stacking silently. He learns skills nobody applauds, builds discipline nobody notices, fixes mistakes nobody sees. From the outside, his life looks unchanged, but internally, he's becoming dangerous because consistency rewires identity. Months later, small wins appear, not viral success, just proof. And suddenly people say, wow, you got lucky. They never saw the nights when success looked like nothing. Here's the hard truth. Motivation is overrated. Responsibility changes lives. You don't rise because you feel inspired. You rise because you show up when inspiration disappears. Nobody talks about how boring success actually is. Same habits, same effort, same discipline, over and over. You won't clap for yourself most days. Nobody will. And that's the test. Can you continue without applause? Because success is built during seasons that feel meaningless. And most people quit there. Not because they can't win, but because progress looked too ordinary to trust. You're not behind. You're early in a process you expected to finish quickly. Social media compress timelines in your head. You see highlights without timelines, results without repetition, confidence without the years of insecurity that created it. So you compare your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20, and of course you feel lost. But being behind is often just being unseen. Seeds underground look like failure until they break through. Your job isn't to look successful yet. Your job is to become the person success requires. That happens quietly, daily, uncelebrated. Listen carefully. You don't need a new life plan. You need smaller promises you actually keep. Wake up. Execute one hard thing. Finish what you start. Reduce negotiation with yourself. Stop asking, "Do I feel like it?" Start asking, "Did I do it anyway?" Because discipline isn't intensity, it's reliability. And reliability compounds faster than motivation ever will. So here's what you do. Show up tired. Show up uncertain. Show up without confidence. Just show up. Work when it feels average. Work when nobody notices. Work especially when results are invisible. Focus smaller. 1 hour better today. One decision stronger today. One distraction removed today. Stop chasing massive transformation. Win the next hour, then the next, then the next. Momentum isn't found, it's built. You won't feel powerful immediately. In fact, you'll feel awkward at first. Disciplined people aren't born confident. They become confident after keeping promises to themselves repeatedly. Every completed action sends a message to your brain. I am someone who follows through. Identity shifts slowly, but once it shifts, everything changes. Because now, effort isn't forced. It's who you are. And here's the moment most people miss. The emotional turning point doesn't happen when success arrives. It happens when quitting stops being an option, when effort becomes normal, when excuses start sounding strange to you. You realize you're no longer chasing motivation. You're operating from standards. That's when progress accelerates. Not externally first, internally. Calm replaces chaos. Focus replaces comparison. You stop watching others run because you're finally moving yourself. Right now, time is moving anyway. Days will pass whether you act or hesitate. A year from now exists no matter what you choose tonight. The only question is, will that future version of you recognize the decisions you made today? Because success isn't built in giant moments. It's built in ordinary Tuesdays when nobody's watching. In small decisions repeated long enough to become destiny. You don't need perfect clarity. You need commitment before certainty. Understand this. The version of you capable of winning already exists. It's just buried under hesitation, distraction, and fear of looking foolish early. But every action uncovers it. Every disciplined day reveals more of who you're becoming. And slowly, something shifts. You stop asking, "Am I good enough?" and start realizing, "I'm becoming someone who doesn't quit." That's the real transformation. One day, people will call it success. They'll point to results, numbers, recognition, stability. But you'll know the truth. Success began long before anyone noticed. It started when you kept going while nothing made sense. When progress looked small, when effort looked invisible, when belief felt fragile. You didn't win because it was easy. You won because you stayed. So if life feels slow right now, good. If progress feels unclear, good. If nobody understands what you're building yet, good. Because this is exactly what success looks like before it looks successful. Quiet work, doubtful mornings, unseen discipline, and a decision made daily, not loudly, but firmly. I'm not stopping this time. Not because you're motivated, because this is who you are becoming now. And once that identity locks in, results are just a matter of time.